I'm sure it's not too easy. I do want to point out as well that Liquid will be having that first pick. So with Falcons now having done their 4 bans of Chen, Io, Disruptor, and Doom, it is very easy for them to get their hands on it, make sure it's not even going to be taken away. But I do put a bit of a question mark around it. Instead, it's going to be the Pango.
I mean, Bloodseeker banned out. What could it be?
Yeah.
What hero could be picked? And of course, they get the Pango. What's interesting about these first 4 bans from Falcons, by the way, Io and I believe Disruptor, they always ban it. They never pick them. I'm not sure if they are. I haven't checked all the bans. Always ban them, but I'm pretty sure they would put their hand out.
Now, you know, we don't have much data on what he's comfortable playing.
If you don't want to give him Primal, it's not as big of a counter, but give him Timber. Like, this man has owned with Timber recently, and if it's a semi-decent Timber game, you can win the lane into Pango, and you do so much later on. The last game that we watched, that we've seen 9 play Timber, he didn't look like he took a break at all.
Yeah.
He was just owning.
That's a pretty good call. The only thing I'd be slightly concerned about is synergy of your lineup, having like a Timber plus Razor, if that Razor is your offlaner, because then you're kind of really relying on winning your lanes, and if that doesn't happen, the game can become very difficult to play. It feels like you just have to farm, you can't really make any moves on the map. But I'm also kind of like trying to check up on 9 to see what type of hero if you play the Primal.
A little more of a question, is it of this is the
against him, so a lot of reasons why it's picked, but this hero got picked up versus Disruptor a lot, and then you know what else he likes stealing? Squishy. It just makes Rubik a completely different beast, so why not pick it into Weaver?
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to update on the Primal, right?
Yes, that is
he's played 5 games with it, 60% win rate, and the last time he played it was in 2023 of February. So it's been a hot minute since he's played the Primal Beast. Probably not too long. He's really
yeah, I don't know if you're I'm not sure that you want to reveal it right now.
off lane, this has been pretty good so far. It works better than they basically did Earth Spirit before with Razor, multiple games in a row, lost every single game. They've ran the Shaker now with the Razor. It won a game, so it's on the right track. Against Pango, it can be a little annoying too. You can drop the Fissure down and just redirect him if he doesn't have the shield crash up. He is your initiator. When you pick heroes like Weaver and Razor, they're going to need a blink initiator from somewhere, and it's nice to have at least one from your position 4. They're probably still looking for another one from the mid lane, so you have like multiple options for that. But then again, I think the most important thing, even Owie said in the post-game interview, when you're doing your 24 pick, the first thing you need to think about is your laning stage. You don't have that second pick, right? So it was probably decide to get to probably fine.
at the beginning of the tournament, but the tournament is shaping the meta and teams are kind of figuring each other out, and some other heroes have taken priority over them.
Yeah, first when we were talking about that Blink stun, I was like, oh, Dragon Knight, that's also something else Spartans really like. I'm surprised there hasn't been that. It was in the first ban from Team Liquid. I was just like, I didn't even notice that one. But yeah, that leans into exactly what you're saying as well, Lizard. There's just been this big
like they need an initiator versus the Weaver, right? You need some more lockdown. It would be nice to have, not necessarily you need it.
Well, he doesn't play that much, but Mars is still in the pool. If you want that instant initiation.
Mars?
Yeah.
For Liquid?
I know. I know.
How dare you?
Far-fetched. I know it's far-fetched.
I'm just saying,
but
I think Hell will freeze over before I see them drop Mars.
So if we're not gonna see Mars, there's something like a Kunkka still left.
Watch them prove me wrong and pick it up now.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game this tournament.
They were hiding it this whole time.
So I always think that. I'm like, am I confident enough to say that they're not going to pick the Mars for Liquid? Has he been on somewhere account that goes around? But I really just don't think it's a 33.
By the way, it doesn't really fit this kind of
from the off lane on the Pango.
So they get the sniper, they get some more damage in the Chronosphere. My problem is their playmaking in the mid game. These two supports have to do some heavy lifting, especially if Pango has not so good of a lane, which probably he shouldn't have. You're playing into Weaver CM. That sounds really rough.
Yeah, let's think of what you can even lane versus sniper last pick here. DK's banned, Coddle's banned, Zeus is banned, banned by Falcons themselves, so you don't have a lot of good options here to lane against this guy, because those are the only 3 heroes that I've seen that have done moderately well. So they're gonna have to pull out something new, and it's going to be the Earth Spirit mid. This is a 9 classic as well. I know Crit loves to play this hero, but he's already lost 3 times on him. Maybe just pick him off of it, try someone new.
Maybe a win with it on the team will revitalize his spirits about
I'm
it.
sure it will. Oh, look, we won with it. Let me try it again. No, but the reality is this hero is just very good at doing a lot with little, right? So if you pick a hero like
You might have to.
that needs a blink dagger, well, you're kind of owned before then. All you need is levels and you can make plays on the map. Running around the map going crazy, converge on mid and try to gank me. But either way, this Earth Spirit's gonna have to be super active. If he's ever just farming neutrals, this is gonna be a big problem.
I like it though. We're starting off with a bold pick on Falcons. It's an upper bracket game number 1. And let's head on over to Tsunami, who is joined by Blitz.
Thank you very much. Yes, I am joined by Team Liquid's coach, but it's Falcons that I want to know about. Falcons, as we all know, have been dominating the scene. So where do you rank them in terms of annoying teams to draft against?
Probably number 1. I think like number 1 is Falcons, and then number 2 probably Extreme. XM plays like the most annoying mid heroes. So yeah, I think Falcons is easy. Just all of it.
How much of it is dependent on like they have those same 3 heroes and also like that those heroes that they're very good at? So is it the depth of their pool or is it their specialties?
I think it's their specialty, but I can't really complain about it because the nice thing about Dota is it's equal opportunity. If we really thought that those heroes were broken, then it's also on us to get better and learn them and stuff like that. So I can like complain about that, but it's mainly jokey. I can call them annoying for fun, but it's not actual hate or anything like that. They're really skilled, so.
Of course, but then in terms of things that you may need to learn, I can't imagine that Nisha would ever bring out a Earth Spirit mid, but 9 did. What's your opinion on that last pick?
Good. The last time I saw
I don't think that is really works, right?
yeah, he's really good.
So sneaky.
Amar, get out of there!
Oh my god, it's like Animal Planet.
Yeah, they kicked them away. They're gonna escape. Did see a couple of boulders drop down like garbage up on the high ground over there too. Just trying to litter the area. What?
Like, I heard that.
Ah, that's right.
Sunsfan is cackling right now.
It's a good accent every now and then. You gotta throw it out from time to time. As Crit is gonna be blocking these creeps right at the start, pushes the wave underneath the tower. It does not look like they're going to be able to block it off. So Wave should push and give a little bit of an easier time to that Razor. And they said sacrificial lane. 9, as the levels mount up, it's going to be tough for him dealing with Nisha most likely. But yeah, it'll be interesting to watch how this plays out, and of course when those rolls start coming in, if Nine's able to connect on. Because I can very well imagine as the lane goes on and as game goes on, Crit maybe makes that rotation in towards mid and seeing if they can set up on a sniper.
Yeah, Fisher in the roll, perhaps they can do it. Definitely feels a little bit of a high-risk, high-reward pick here, I gotta say.
As they chase him down with the blood grenade, a couple more hits is all they need, and Boxy, he's gonna draw the first blood.
Our players love it. Skitter apparently liked it too, gave him the high five for it. And we've seen lots of this. Rubik versus Weaver, the panel talked about it. You've all seen it before, I'm sure. Getting Shukuchi feels incredible. And so Boxy gonna have a lot to work with here in this game because he's got an Earth Spirit and an Earth Shaker.
Already seen a little bit. Steps up to salve up, come back in. Yeah, they need these other side lanes to go at least somewhat well on the side of Falcons.
Crit just gonna get the body into this camp here. Typically, of course, in the off lane, you tend to want to see them get this camp open, but they're versus an Enchantress, and the wave's already in a great spot. So Crit just wants to make sure that doesn't spawn and limit what options they have in terms of pulling. And so far, so good on that off lane. Anytime the lane goes even or winning and you're playing Shaker support, I think you're having a good time, right? You can't really be expected to help out that much in the laning stage. It's just not really what the hero's great at. Especially when they have a jump over Fisher.
Oh, yeah. More denied in spaces. Talk about throwing something in the hole. because he has to make some moves. So will manage to rotate in. Would have loved to get that kill onto the Earth Spirit, but Amar ends up taking it.
That's unfortunate there, but it is what it is. Needs the XP, so it's okay.
Yeah. I mean,
66 glorious XP. That's for sharing that kill.
yeah, it's level 6 mid versus level 4. At the 6-minute mark, Nisha's going to pick up an Arcane Rune, drops down a ward. Box, dude, if they're rotating supports to 9's lane too, like, come on, man. Leave this guy alone. He's going to pick up the bounty rune, and Box is just chasing him this entire time. He's not careful. He might die. He's level 6 once he's there. As a matter of fact, but the oh, there we go.
And that Box is waiting. Like, I gotta
I don't know how that worked. But as Amar tries to kill off Insania, it's just barely there.
He waited too long for the TP.
That was nicely played.
Yeah, perfect positioning from Red to get the max damage there on the plasma field. I think he's played this hero before.
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
seem to recall that he might be good at it.
He's owning it. All right, well, kind of equalizing a little bit. I mean, there's still a massive mid difference that's going on in terms of net worth. But level-wise, after a couple of those rotations, Earth Spirit doing much better than he was. He's got level 6 at least.
Yeah, and he's got that ward that's in there on the stacks the sniper likes to go for, stack it up, shrapnel and everything. And so the goal, of course, is to use that vision to try and get a kill, because you have this long reach with your roll in, but it's going to require some friends coming to help you, and your friends aren't having the best time either.
33. Fissure, after the swash was used, 2-1. Gets level 6 off of this too, but the roll comes in from 9. That's 1 for 50, but no. They will still manage to get the kill.
9 gonna hop immediately to the twin gate as well. Surprise them here, but they are bringing in more than that. Swarming upon Nikkei here.
Down level 6.
Like we keep
to magnetize. 9 will die, and Snake King dies too. Liquid bring numbers, and they punish that, but still, you get the kill on the Pango.
Yeah, is that worth it though?
I mean, I don't know. Champ? Oh, and Invisirun gets him clean. I mean, you can see Liquid are still ahead, but I think any kill you can be a part of right now on 9 is a win. Like, dude has definitely been struggling in terms of net worth.
It's just, this is going to turn into a duo core lineup from Falcons.
That's what it feels like a little bit.
There's going to be a lot of pressure on Crit, I think, to pick up some of that slack here after he gets his Blink Dagger, which means you also have to create some space for him to find that. crit too. He's got one of those coal rollers. They got one of the big trucks in North America.
That's right. Not what you want to see.
I'd never seen one until like 3 weeks ago.
No?
They've now moved north. They've come to Canada. Or maybe they moved east out of Alberta. That might have been it too.
Yeah, that's not a real place.
Fortunately, it is.
Nisha rolled on in mid. The fissure, the kickback, that's what they needed. Nisha out of position and Sniper, no shard early to keep him alive. What a clutch play that was. That's so much gold. Nine tries to get away, but the Chronosphere connects onto two, but immediately ruined, and Snake King takes him down. With Lamar getting the last one, three down, trying to get out of there, realizing this fight's completely falling apart. Echo on the Foxy. What a comeback by Falcons. Like there's definitely a scary window here where if Falcons can make these plays around 9, I mean, he's kind of the one that's setting up for everything that they need.
Foxy sneakily waiting nearby for an opportunity to get Shukuchi, and he is successful. Will 9 roll in on this, though? No. Doesn't have detection on him. Unfortunately, might need to get some to deal with his Rubik.
Hasn't completed Spirit Vessel, though.
Yeah, he wants to get an active gank with it. Insania is a decent target here. Obviously with the Spirit Vessel, but there's just too many allies nearby.
I mean, the thing is, the smoke
Looks exactly like Snake King's. He even renamed it Sentry Ward as well. Legendary ward.
Once you do it once, just everybody got a copy.
It was a good idea.
It was a really good idea, definitely. 8-8, 15 minutes in. And closer and closer Crit gets to that Blink Dagger, which is hopefully for Falcons gonna open up the game that much more. Skitter trying to get into the Gleipnir wants to be playing that active-ish role, it seems, as well.
Yeah, they're going to need his help. Yeah. When you're mids in this state,
worth repeating for Earth Spirit. You kind of need those to help you in your fighting as well.
Certainly when you're this broke.
Yeah.
But Crit, Lick Dagger's online. They're going to find that ward the Snake King had noticed earlier. And presumably it's going to be smoke time here.
Seems like it.
Well, they might have used them all, because I don't see any out here for the Dire. Oh, never mind. Crit's gone. Okay.
That Blink Dagger.
Alright, Insania also coming up top here on the edge, though. Maybe they have some ideas. Shikuchi no longer there since Boxy died.
They have a great couple of wards here, too. Dude, they are so ready for this move. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Insania, the 9 clips himself. He can't stop clipping people. The catch on both of them. How much damage can they do? They interrupt the roll by jumping forward. Yo, Vision wins games. And that is what Liquid needed. What a perfect setup.
Yeah, that's full on red.
Yeah.
You got the Book of Falcons right now. Knew exactly how they wanted to play that with the Earthshaker. And wow, so premeditated there from Liquid. Just the positioning from Insania, the ward on the high ground, and they get nothing.
Look, I mean, this is the downside to